Welcome back. I hope you got on well creating your own UVP. In the second lesson, we will look at one of the tools that can help us design a service that's consistent with our customers' needs, the Value Proposition Canvas. In this lesson, we will cover why we need the Value Proposition Canvas and the two components that make up the canvas, the customer profile and the value map. Our first topic of this lesson aims to answer the following question. Why do you need a value proposition canvas? You might be asking yourself, why do I need a value proposition canvas when I already have a unique value proposition? Well, if you want to stimulate new ideas, perceive the service from the user's point of view, offer something they actually need, and support in the creation of a marketing campaign, the value proposition canvas can be a useful tool. But sometimes it is difficult to show the value of a product because one does not have a solid idea, one looks at a service with respect to what we can give while losing sight of what is really needed, or one is simply afraid of not doing something useful. And if you would like to better articulate the needs of our target group, and then check whether what they need and what we can offer can really be matched or understand what needs to be worked on, you need a value proposition canvas. Now try replacing the bold words in the previous slide with tasks in the first paragraph, pains in the second paragraph, and gains in the third paragraph. In this way, you'll have developed the first section of the value proposition canvas, the customer profile. This is built on the basis of what your goals, obstacles, and gains might be. Next, we will take a look at the customer segment of the value proposition canvas in more detail. As you can see on the previous slide, the value proposition canvas consists of two parts. The first part, which we're discussing now, the client profile, and the second part, what we can do for the clients, the value proposition. We first will fill in the job section using verbs to best identify concrete actions or tasks. The pains, on the other hand, represent the difficulties the user may find in performing the jobs mentioned above, while the gains indicate the advantages obtained when performing the tasks. Now let's take a look at the value proposition. The value map, or the value proposition, consists of products and services, representing the value proposition aimed at making or facilitating the user's tasks, gain generators, how the user benefits from using the product or service, and the pain relievers, how the product or service simplifies a process or removes an obstacle in performing an action, job, or task. Now let's put our newly gained knowledge into practice. Now that we've some theoretical tools and examples, try to complete your own value proposition canvas. Here are some useful questions to ask yourself. Why should the customer do a certain task or action? This question will help us define the basic tasks of the target audience. What would happen when people tried to do this task? What would they feel? This question is used to define the pains. And what are the expectations of the target group? What are their wishes? What is the positive outcome that they do not expect? This question serves instead to define the benefits that our service could bring. And finally, to conclude this lesson, let's summarize what we have learned. First of all, we learned that the value proposition canvas serves to better frame people's needs and the services that we can offer. It consists of two parts, the client's profile and the value proposition. And each of these two parts is in turn composed of three sections. And lastly, that the three sections of the value proposition must respond to the needs expressed in the 3 seconds of the client profile. Looking forward to seeing you again in the next lesson.